Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you an OP Bloodfiend's Arm Build guide in Elden Ring. So this weapon has a really unique charge heavy attack which will deal blood loss build up in the area, and it hits like a truck. This weapon is incredibly fun to use, and we can use a few different weapon arts on it because you can infuse it. I'll be showing you two extremely powerful builds in this video at level 150, and I'll tell you where to put the stats if you're a higher level. So first things first, I went with the Royal Knight's Resolve Bloodfiend Arm. So the Bloodfiend's Blood Arm, extremely powerful this way. It has 195 blood loss build up, and it does more with that charge attack, which also deals fire damage. Now I went with 50 mind, 50 vigor, 20 mind, 36 endurance to be able to get 56 poise and a medium roll. So it does have a higher endurance requirement than most weapons. I also went with 32 strength, 11 dexterity for the minimum dexterity, and a decent bit of strength there to be boosted when we two-hand this weapon. I went with 15 faith to give us flame grant me strength, and 55 arcane. You want to get us up to 60 and then increase your strength as you level up. That's going to be the best way to get the most damage out of this thing. And I'll also show you, I guess, another way. We can add poison damage to it, and it does a ton of damage. I also want the two-handed sword talisman, as this weapon's probably best to be two-handed as it's a strength weapon. The axe talisman because that charge attack hits hard, and then Lord of Blood's exaltation, which we can also pair with the white mask for an extra 30% damage whenever we trigger blood loss. So typically how we want to set up, starting with flame grant me strength, and then we can also use the swarm of flies to get that extra damage, 30% damage early, and then we're going to two-hand it. So this will trigger the blood loss build up, and then we can go ahead with our weapon there, which will smash and trigger blood loss if we weren't able to trigger it with the weapon there. So you can see when we do a charge attack, we're able to just get the blood loss build up immediately. So yeah, it hits hard with those charge attacks. You can also go with just a regular attack there. It doesn't hit as hard, but still, we're using a really strong weapon, so if you need to get a quick attack off, you can go that route there. So we already got blood loss infused, or blood loss built up there, because it hits in an area. So that is the nice part about this weapon. You don't even have to go with the full charge either if you don't want to. We got this guy here being Menace. But yeah, the charge attack is where we get a lot of our strength from. But even if you don't get the charge attack off, it still does a ton of damage. So we get that 30% boost to our damage whenever we trigger the blood loss, which makes this super strong. So yeah, you can see there, just a single smash and we're triggering blood loss every single time. This weapon, the big chicken leg, is extremely strong. Now, this is if we want to go with, I didn't even show you, but Royal Knight's Resolve makes this thing hit super hard. So yeah, 3,200 damage there, and that's also triggering a blood loss build up, so that's crazy. But Royal Knight's Resolve is very powerful. You can also do some jump attacks with it, but there's another option that we can go with. So if we go with the Ashes of War here and actually change this out to the Poison Mist. Now, wait, hear me out on this one. The Poison Arm actually it gives us the 224 poison buildup, which scales off our arcane, so we can go that road. We can also just stick with like the blood infusement if you want to, but whenever we add the poison to the weapon, what happens is we get ourselves a different attack here, so we can use the Poison Mist, which will give us the poison buildup, and then I didn't even set up the right weapon, or the right... If we use the Kindred of Rot Talisman, that gives us an even further buildup of damage. So I guess we'll go back here. We'll put on the Kindred of Rot weapon here, or Talisman. Oh my god, we got a friend trying to fight. I didn't even actually take him out there, but adding poison buildup as well as the blood loss buildup allows us to trigger an incredible boost to our damage, up to 50% more damage. So when we add the Ash of War, we'll leave this as, we'll put it on the blood affinity there, so it still deals a ton of blood loss buildup, with the Poison Mist also further adding to it. And then for our talisman, we can add on the Kindred of Rot, which is right beside that there. So poisoning a rod in the vicinity increases attack power. I also recommend adding, if you want to, onto your bar here, you can add in poison rot pot, or put on rot pots, especially the hefty rot pots in the DLC. Your mimic will throw those and trigger the rot buildup. So yeah, we can open up with our Poison Mist here, and this will potentially cause poison buildup, and then you can go with a charge attack there, and we'll get our blood loss buildup as well as our poison buildup. So it can get pretty crazy if we are able to time it all perfectly. We're able to just, this is a quick attack too. That's the nice thing about the Poison Mist, so you can use that just to stack up some poison quickly against the enemy, and we might not be able to get the poison buildup because we're dealing so much damage. We might not actually be able to show the full strength of this build against these, but against a boss, you'll be able to trigger the blood loss and poison buildup, which just gives you an incredible amount of extra damage. So that makes this build extremely powerful, because not only do we got nice blood loss buildup, but you can see there we're triggering the blood loss buildup every single time. And then we also have poison buildup, so it goes pretty hard. Without saying, this build is very OP because even after nerfs, we're still able to do a ton of damage with it. I'm just trying to proc the poison there because that'll showcase the true damage that this build can do. I did end up hitting him there. We got the blood loss triggered, but just creating the poison clouds. Oh, he blocked it with his shield. See if we can get the poison to inflict on him. Unfortunately not. Having a bit of a rough time with that, and we took him out there. But yeah, you can do both blood loss buildup and poison with this. So yeah, going with that charged heavy attack is typically what we want to be doing most of the time because the damage potential on it is just incredible. So there's a couple Bloodfiend arm build guides in Elden Ring. If you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.